It's been like too long.
Oh, there you are. Dude, are you are you okay?
Yo, what's going on?
What's happening?
I've just I've been away and PK took them my monitors and I had to put my PC back together and everything.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
You're good. You got this. I
I'm
have
just like
faith in you.
I'm very much uh, uh
It's been a big month. Big month.
not done yet.
What's happening now? There's more.
Yeah, I'm off to Alice Springs on Tuesday.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ.
Then I don't have any travel for a little while.
You and PK both obviously very much enjoy traveling. When we were talking
Yes.
about it the other night, it's like, oh, you got any trips planned? And I actually do, and I totally forgot about it because I'm not I don't really enjoy traveling,
Yeah, right.
especially for work.
Yeah.
Zero interest in
Um
traveling for work.
I'm enjoying it. This year it's been a very interesting year, and there's been lots of travel that if you had told me all these things were going to happen on the 1st of January, I would have laughed at you.
Yeah.
And it's been good. I don't mind traveling for work. In fact, I would like to transition my business into being able to travel more and that sort of thing. So
Be fully remote.
yeah, just to it's fun, Um, I was looking at old mate Tony McAlevey, remember, the bodybuilder thing from
Yeah.
TikTok and that sort of
Oh
thing.
God, yeah.
Like he's in Mexico at the moment, and he's staying in this place. He's got his own personal pool in his where he's staying. I don't know exactly where he's in Mexico, but it's £30 a night.
I mean, that's
It's
amazing.
like
But
I want to do that.
every time someone tells me a story about how awesome it is to travel to a faraway land and save $60, it doesn't come to my head. My
Oh
parent,
yeah.
my dad and my stepmom do this to me all the time. They're like, "Yeah, we're going on this 8-week cruise in fucking Italy, and you wouldn't believe it's so good. You pay $20 and you can eat all day." And I'm like, "You're fucking in Italy. It costs you fucking 15 grand to get there. Like, makes no sense." But anyway,
uh,
beer.
having, I do have a beer.
Ooh.
It's a non-alcoholic beer today.
Oh, there you go. The TLC.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah. The
screenshot.
the sober TLC.
Show. Very nice.
I have to have an alcohol-free day.
Yeah. Is Brucon continuing or no?
Mm-hmm. All wrapped up last night. It was wrapped up Indies Awards last night,
Yeah.
and wow, what a night!
Wait, so
It
okay,
was.
just before we get into it, what's the plan for tonight? Because we've got some guests, right?
Yeah, we do have some guests. Yes, so we've got PK. He's in the waiting room right now,
Okay.
and Ryan from the Fifth Ingredient, who make Beer30. Have we had him on the show before? I don't think we've had him on the show before,
We've
have we?
talked about them a lot, but
Yeah, just the time zone thing doesn't sort out. But actually, here in Brisbane, and I was like, we were going to go to range and that sort of thing this afternoon. I was like, I just can't drink today, so they're going to dial in on Zoom from in town.
okay. Wait, so is Ryan drinking or is Ryan just
They
chilling?
might be. I don't know, and I really need to speak to Ryan because he left a packet of gummy bears in my car,
What
and
kind of
I've
gummy
eaten up.
bears?
Well, this is the thing. I've eaten a big handful of them.
Oh,
I don't
Jesus
know if
Christ.
they're from America, and I don't know.
Oh my God. Well,
So
should we bring him in
this
because
show.
I've got 3 beers. I need help choosing which one I should drink. So
All right, I've got PK here. I'll let him in.
I'll bring him in.
This could go really bad.
Oh, wow.
Where is he?
You got to be selfie video. There he is.
Hello,
Awesome.
hello, Pulkit.
Solid.
Hello there, Steven. Hey, Dan.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that! He's
Okay,
got the cat.
There's a selfie thing. Hang
Yeah.
on, wait. We're going to do the screenshot.
So, So those of you who don't know PK, PK is from the Fifth Ingredient. They make Beer30 brew management software, and good mate of mine, good mate of ours, and he is known as the Selfie King. And at BrewCon this year in the trade show, the guys from Thirsty Merchants went and made him a embroidered trucker cap that says Selfie King on it. So
Yeah, it was a great idea. Craig came up with the idea and the team executed upon it on the Thirsty Merchant side. So that was pretty awesome.
yeah, that was
Who
pretty
came
good.
up with the idea?
It was Craig Maiden.
Oh, okay. One of the 12.
One of the
So
12.
he came
Yeah.
up with that idea.
Yep.
Yeah, and then it was I'm gonna butcher this, but Gilly Seamark from Thirsty Merchants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's one of the 12 as well. Is she?
She is one of the 12. I saw her last night.
Yeah.
So spot on. And Thirsty Merchants just did a great job.
That's amazing. Now, where are you?
Sponsored cap.
Now?
I think that's our first sponsored cap.
Nice.
Oh my god!
Where are
yeah.
you, PK?
I am staying in Brisbane, right across the river.
So you're in your hotel room because you got the background on, so you can't really the blurred background with the Beer30 and everything. Yeah, okay, that's fair.
I'm a professional, Dan. It's always a professional backdrop.
Yeah, I don't know about that because it's blurry and it's kind of weird. I want to see where you actually are. I don't know. But if you want to be a professional, you would have a spatula behind you.
A spatula? What's a spatula for?
Ask Hendo. Look, he's got a spatula right there.
Over there. Oh, hey, you were asking me. Like lots of people were getting sending me text messages about Lukey from Crumman Valley wanting to punch me in the nuts.
Oh yeah, talking.
So Lukey was out on I think it was like Tuesday night or something like that, out at the island, the House of Brews or something like that in the island for some function at BrewCon, and I got like quite a few text messages saying Lukey's just said to me that he wants to punch you in the nuts. Is he serious? Nice. And so Lukey from Crumman Valley has this thing where when he gets really plastered, he rings me up and leaves voicemails saying that he wants to punch me in the nuts. He did it at Gabs when we caught up at Gabs and that sort of thing. And so
really
this
no,
it's fine. It actually started from Beer and Cider Festival a few years ago, and so and then during the and so basically he got really plastered at Beer and Cider Festival, and he sort of rang up looking for me because we lost each other, and he goes, "I'm gonna punch you in the nuts," and and it was just all in jest and that sort of thing. Anyway, during the pandemic, the boys from Crumman Valley sent me some beer. And so what happened was I got the box of beer, then on the box is, let me see,
oh my god,
out of the way. And so basically on the box, right, Luke's missus drew this caricature of Lukey punching me in the nuts.
Yeah.
Oh damn, nice.
You screenshot that one as well.
I will, but you got to let Ryan in. There's only 3 of us, and we've got Reed as the 4th.
He's not here yet. He's not
here yet. He's been patiently waiting until we call for him. So apparently, I just sent him a message on WhatsApp. He'll be on.
Oh yeah, send him. Yep. So anyway, that was it was good to see Lukey and everyone down there. BrewCon was awesome. Hey, it was.
It was great. It was so great being back here after 4 years for BrewCon.
All right, awesome. I got to pick. Do you have a beer, or are you doing the non-alc as well?
I'm gonna do the TLC. I gotta give a shout out to Soba. I haven't tried this one yet, so I'm pretty excited for this one actually.
Nice.
That's what I'm on as well, mate.
I know.
Oh, here he is. I'll let him in.
Okay, let him in.
Lukey, pretty sure you're watching. So there we go. Luke Cooper.
Yep.
One of the 12.
Amazing. Really good.
Beers.
Dude, this Read AI we could be perfect for right now on the screen.
Yeah.
Except Read AI is taking up one whole screen space.
Oh, we can
now
fix
you do
that.
the top right, hit the view,
Yeah, I'll do that.
Video participants.
Hide non-video participants.
There we go.
Fuck yeah. There. Oh wow.
Hey guys.
Partying.
What's happening, Ralph?
There he is.
A long-time listener, first time. What's up, guys?
Right. Dan, you're gonna take a photo, right?
Yeah, but do a wait, selfie. But have your beer there. I don't know.
Is this
I'm in my bed. It's going to be very weird.
Oh my god.
Sorry. All right. So he's got a. What do you got there?
Oh, Ryan's on the alcohol. What do you got?
This is formerly known as Drop Bear, but relabeled here in the States by Newstead Brewing, the Double Coastal Imperial Pale Ale.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Okay, let me. Wait.
yeah,
You guys choose what beer I drink, and then I'll do a proper screenshot for the episode. Okay, so I'll show you my
Righty,
options.
Right.
I've got 4 Black Ops staff beers left because I no longer get free beer, and Aaron's left, so we've got 4 left. Wait, actually, I've got 2 eggnog stouts, so that's one option. I've got a Foreverland that's been in my fridge since it came out about 8 months ago.
Yeah.
Grapefruit IPA, not very fresh, and it's moved house 2 times. And I've got a AWOL, one of the first AWOL apricot sours that we bottled like a year and a half ago, and I've never gotten around to drinking it. Doesn't have a label on it. It could explode. I'm not sure. It's got some chunks in the bottom of it, and it's like 700 ml. So, you guys choose.
Awesome.
Which one do I have?
Go the OG eggnog.
Okay.
I say get through all of them, man. I mean, I'm not going anywhere.
This is also not a new beer. It shouldn't matter. Let's see. It's also a low fill.
Oh, that's the way.
Smells
It's dark beer. It should be all right.
Should be all right. Smells good.
The way. Mm.
There you go. Looks pretty good.
Nice. There we go.
Smells good.
I'm really fucking hurting right now. Hey.
All right, let's do this photo.
The other beer that I could have had was the Newstead High Hopes Double West Coast IPA that Cat House made. So,
Oh,
I'll do
there we
that.
go. Wait, I didn't get you.
Good.
Wait, hang on. Wait, hold it.
Fuck now. Fuck's sake.
Didn't get it.
Oh.
God damn it. Do it. Fucking hell.
I'm only joking. It's fine.
Oh, you fucking idiot. All right, what are we talking about? BrewCon?
Yeah, well, let's talk about fucking the Beer30 guys trip, and then BrewCon, and then there's not much news. I didn't really have much in there, and I don't want to be negative shit. So let's just the indies. The indies is the only news item really.
Yeah, cool.
Let's talk about your trip.
Yeah, absolutely. Go legends.
Well, where
what
the
are you doing here?
Interviewers, Hendo.
Oh, right. Okay. So,
we got some real professionals.
It's been a while since we've had a guest on this show.
We got some real professionals on our hands. I can see it. I mean,
how long are you boys in Australia for?
Wait, fucking Hendo. How about just? Sorry, I'm sorry, but how about we just normally? I know we don't do this often, right?
Yes.
Normally, when you have a guest on your podcast,
yes,
you do a little bit of an intro, nothing over the top.
Oh,
what do you guys do? You know, people know what they do.
Oh, okay.
But it's not like dudes catching up. It's it's a business opportunity for them.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It's a proper podcast. Come on, man.
Yeah.
We're like
Okay.
One of the top 5 beer podcasts according to the Beer Cartel survey. So
excellent. PK, tell us who you are and where you're from and what you do and what that item of clothing you're wearing is called.
Yes. So my name is PK. I am the founder and CEO of The Fifth Ingredient. We bring to the industry the software known as Beer30, which is a brewery data management software designed to help you track your brewery data from grain to glass. I am wearing a Selfie King hat because I've been proclaimed Selfie King as of 24 hours ago. And I am wearing a red singlet or red tank top. I prefer tank top. We'll see what we call it. Dan Norris here calls it a muscle shirt, but red tank top, which says The Fifth Ingredient and Beer30 all over it. So, yes.
Do you know what I heard called last night at the after party? A cutoff.
A cutoff.
What, when you cut the sleeve off the shirts?
It's yep.
Yeah, right.
No, that style that PK's wearing.
That's
I heard get called cutoff last night.
Hendo, I think that was me. I was referring to the Australian singlets are cut off t-shirts.
Are you sure that wasn't just the bartender after Hendo ordered a beer?
Nailed it.
It was a late one.
Right.
That's in line with my humor. I'll do that all day.
Yeah, no, I noticed that on the weekend. So I'm just trying to catch up.
Why don't you introduce yourself, young man?
Thank you, mate. Co-founder and now CRDO of the Fifth Ingredient. I am a guy with hot takes
the chief of registered days off. Is that what that stands for? That's two. That's 2-0.
Mm.
Yeah, PK's was PK. What was yours at the conference?
Chief Relax and Drinking Officer.
Okay. In Australia, RDO means rostered day off. That's what that means in Australia. So you know.
Well, look, that works too. I'll spend most of the time with research and development, though. The goal now is we have an amazing team, talented people on the engineering, the customer service side. So now I can focus heavily on what we should be doing 2 years down the road for the industry. So it's gonna be fun stuff.
Coffee 30 or no? Too soon.
Oh, no. That's too much branding. Too much branding.
I'm not debating that. I mean, I could get a domain for like $12. I know a guy who does coffee stuff now, Mr. Perez. Coffee 30 is not off the table.
Okay, good.
Wow.
It's off the table.
Oh boy.
Is it Ryan, is it off the coffee table? Is it off the coffee table?
Oh, 2-1.
Fair.
Damn.
I like where this podcast is going, by the way. I think we're off to a good start.
Yeah, it's gonna be awkward at brunch tomorrow. So anyway, how long have you boys been running the Fifth Ingredient, and how did it start?
Yeah, so I started the company in October 2017. The idea at that point was to consult for breweries. I had been working as an engineer at Ballast Point Brewing in the States. They were doing about 46 million liters at the time. So I did a lot on the packaging side, engineering side. Started the Fifth Ingredient to consult with the idea that the 4 ingredients in beer: water, malt, hops, yeast. Fifth ingredient is data. Everything revolves around data. Quickly realized as I started consulting that a lot of breweries were just on paper logs, whiteboards, and spreadsheets, even if they had other software systems and other brewery management systems, especially on the process side. And so, yeah, I started working on Beer30. I had enough coding background from undergrad to be dangerous, and launched Beer30 in January 2018. So as a company, it'll be 6 years in October. And then during the process, met Ryan in April 2018, and he joined the team June 2018. And by team, I mean it was just me. So joined me. And yeah, there was just 2 of us working on stuff. So Ryan's also been through the thick and thin now. He's at 5 years with the company, and it'll be 6 years for the company in October. Before Ryan gets into his little background of how we met, cool thing that I want to add is last BrewCon was in August 2019. At that point, we only had 5 breweries in Australia, which is pretty cool. Aether, Black Hops, Boiling Pot, Your Mates. Pretty cool. And Aether will always have a special place in my heart as our first brewery in Australia that signed us up in April 2019. And Black Hops was shortly after that. So really good times. And yeah, and now we're up to almost 100-ish breweries about 4 years later when we came back for BrewCon. So it's pretty cool to see that growth happen over 4 years just in the Australia market itself.
Nice.
Yeah, but that all started because of Hendo. You know, Hendo reached out to us, and we said, "Who's this handsome gentleman?" You know, trying to get a hold of us, and we had some great conversations.
Honestly, his email came from Sir Hendo, and we genuinely thought that we had somebody who was knighted reaching out to us, and we're like,
it's self-knighted. We have a little bit
Australia.
different,
like a Nigerian prince, but not as important.
Dude, if Lewis Hamilton can get knighted, then you could get knighted easy.
Fuck yeah. Yeah,
absolutely. We're still waiting on that gold bullion, by the way, Hendo, that is coming over.
Yeah, you just got to send me your account number and your BSB, and that's awesome.
So I'd love to add some color commentary to that. So PK and I met because my business partners in 2015, I started building out a brewery in San Diego with a couple ex-Navy SEALs and good friends of mine. And one of them, Sean Haggerty, reached out to me and said, I met this guy, PK. You got to meet him. He's right up your alley. He loves the computer stuff. And he's working on a software for breweries. And, we're all busy in the moment. So I keep pushing this thing off. I sit down in a meeting with Sean and he shows me the software. And I immediately find a download PDF button that didn't work. And so in the middle of the meeting, Sean reaches out to PK, despite my protest, and talks to him for 2 minutes. By the end of the meeting, PK had called back and fixed the problem. So I said, okay, I'm gonna set up a meeting with the guy. We had a 30-minute meeting scheduled, took 3.5 hours, had about 4 fights, and worked through it. And so because of that, I think we both walked away saying that we found someone we could build something cool with.
So would you say when you were building the brewery with the Navy SEALs, you sealed the deal with PK for the
For fuck's sake.
Dan, you're on fire, man. Like, where was this last weekend?
Dude, I told you, if we go to the AFL, I'm watching the fucking football, not like you, just talking to every single person everywhere, non-stop. I'm watching the game, dude.
Watching the game and feeding me lines of BS. That's what you're doing. Oh, dude, there's no such thing as Carlton. Yeah, it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so for those who are wondering what the hell the 4 of us are talking about right now, so Dan and I decided that we would give our good American friends a bit of Australian exposure to some Australian culture. So we took them to an AFL game. We took them to the AFL Suns Carlton Blues game.
To be completely fair, they took me to the game.
That's right. Yeah, that's fine. But Ryan was keen to go see something Australian, either cricket or AFL, and we kind of like if we had tickets come available and that sort of thing. So we went to that, and we did all the Australian things. We drank Great Northern mid-strength. We drank Bundy rum and Coke mid-strength. What else did we do?
We wore singlets.
Wore singlets. I got Ryan his first meat pie, which he then proceeded to put fucking tartare sauce on it
twice.
And twice. You know what happened? We went up to the food place, right? A couple of beers, meat pie for my friend, and the lady behind the counter says, "Would you like sauce with that?" And he just grabbed the tartare sauce. He goes, "Yeah, that's great, thanks."
So you may not know about me, but I am a massive tartar sauce fan. And I learned that Australians don't have tartar sauce; they have tartare sauce. After I had a 30-minute conversation with someone about sauces, and they had no clue what I was talking about. So
that sounds like you having a 30-minute conversation with a random person sounds very accurate.
About right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Fair.
So we call it.
But I think I know the reason. I think I know the issue.
Wait, real quick. What we call that, Dan, is Rallis be Rallising. Because we try to go Ryan be Ryaning and Ryaning, and that just didn't make sense. So Rallis be Rallising.
Yeah, that's fair. There was a lot of the footy.
That was good. That was a good day because, the game was actually really close. So it was actually really good to watch.
Yeah, I was trying to watch it. Yeah.
And then Rallis fucks off in the third quarter for
No, he got lost 3 times during
that. 3 times, yeah.
That was the final time he got lost.
Yeah, he got lost, and then he comes back to the seats, and he's got Gold Coast Suns merch from everyone. We're sitting in the middle of the fucking Carlton section, and so here we are all wearing bloody Gold Coast Suns merch now and all that sort of stuff.
But I
have to admit the banter was fucking excellent.
You know why this happened? Because
why?
Gold Coast were 45-0 at quarter time.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the second quarter happened, this guy starts cheering his ass off for Carlton and high-fiving all these Carlton supporters around us. What the fuck are you doing, mate? You're here supporting the Gold Coast. And then all of a sudden Carlton kicked goal after goal after goal. In the end of half time, they're even.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you doing? This is ridiculous. So he goes missing for, 25 minutes, comes back feeling guilty, tail between his legs, buys us all merch for the Gold Coast, and then starts cheering for the Gold Coast.
Well, that's a great perspective. Dan, you have an excuse. Hendo, you have none here. You should know that there's a plan there, right? With the Carlton people, you earn their trust, and then you come back and support your friend. right? I didn't realize my friend would complain so much, but
You're playing both sides. Hey, I would not be complaining if Gold Coast didn't lose by 1 goal with 10 seconds to go.
That's true. That's true. So, give us your top
Maybe-
3 takeaways from watching your first AFL match.
PK, you want to go?
It's fucking awesome. I'll say that. It's very I love how it's always on the go, go, go. The shitty part is not knowing exactly how many minutes are left in the game when you're actually at the stadium. Because they don't put
when you get to the end of the quarter.
Yeah, end of the quarter. They don't put exactly how many minutes are there. So you're just fucking looking at the clock like, all right, are we like 2 minutes away? Are we 2:30? Like, what do we got? And that's just shit. But otherwise, it's fucking awesome.
No way. That's the tension, especially at the end of the match when it was like there were 1 point between them. You didn't know how long there was to go. That's amazing.
Extra tension. I'm with you, PK. I do not. I have a massive problem with Aussie sports. We don't have commentary, and we don't have the timer. It's weird. Like I don't often go to live sports, but when I did in America, you can hear the fucking commentary and you know when it's finishing. But here, you have to watch it on TV if you actually want to know what's going on. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Dan,
We'll have a transistor
your team
radio.
doesn't even have a coach.
We don't have a coach. Well, we do now. We just hired a guy from Hawthorn who's won 3 premierships. So that was announced during the week. So next year, come back and we'll be good.
Is
Next year-
Hawthorne just south of Carlton, right?
It's right near Carlton, right near where Gary Ablett used to play.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And his son. Wait,
Gary
his
Ablett
son-
Senior.
his son-
You know him.
Here we
You know,
fucking
you know-
go. Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Before we go on this side quest, the good thing is next year BrewCon's going to be in Perth, so that's going to be fucking awesome on the western side. And we visited Perth last year. Went down to Bustleton and Rocky Ridge and Cheeky Monkey and Billy Brewing. And so it's going to be really cool to go back to Perth. So Dan, if there's a Gold Coast versus some Perth team, that's going to be really awesome to check
Well,
out.
it's going to have to be Freo because by the time next year comes around, West Coast are not going to have a side. They suck that badly. There'll be one side left in Perth.
All right, got it.
Hot take. All right.
They lost by 150 points a couple of weeks ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
Very bad. Perth is cool though. That will be fun. Perth is awesome.
Have a good time.
But by the way,
that was
I'm a
one. That was
massive
one
AFL
takeaway.
fan
We need
now.
2 more.
I am a massive
Ryan?
AFL fan after watching that for sure. Yeah, like that. I was watching in awe because it looks like so much fun to get out
That's
there.
such bullshit. You weren't watching it. You were talking the whole time, dude.
I can do 2
How
things
is he
at
not in
once. Dan.
sales? He needs to be in sales. He's making shit up.
All right. I'm a massive NFL fan. And so I was so intrigued. I was asking all these questions and I was like, how often do people get hurt? Like how often do
Where is
people,
Carlton?
where the F is Carlton? Yeah, it looks like so much fun out there. And I'm shocked that like there's not bigger hits, concussions, and all this stuff that we worry about in America in the NFL. So it looks like a blast. I'm too old for it now, but yeah, I'd watch a couple more matches.
Nice.
It's good fun.
It was a really good vibe.
PK's gone for another match.
Carlton fans.
Yeah,
I think PK's gone for another game.
Oh yeah.
I fly out tomorrow to Sydney.
What game are you
So
going
I'm
to?
gonna try and check Sydney Swans on Sunday.
Oh, what
So
a
we'll
vicious
see how that
mascot.
Who are they playing? Let me look this up.
Yeah, that's
don't know.
actually it's probably the Gold Coast Suns.
No, it's not Gold Coast. So this is on
Sunday.
Sunday. Melbourne Demons. That's it. Oh, the SCG.
Is it D's?
That'll be close. Yeah, that's good. That could be good. We'll see.
Yeah.
That could be good.
Melbourne Demons. I thought Melbourne only had Carlton.
Carlton's in Queensland.
I honestly don't know if Carlton's a real place or not at this point.
It is.
After listening to you, Dan, after listening to you the whole time, I wasn't sure what to believe. That's why I had to leave. And I was like, God.
Right.
I was like, I'm so confused about what's being whispered into my ear. So
Right. So what about when we're at the front, when we're standing on the smallest patch of grass you've ever seen amongst all this concrete, and we're all there, and then you disappeared, and then you would go, where are you guys? And we're like, we're still on this bit of tiny little grass.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Dan. I'm not trying to offend, but I mean, there's better conversation elsewhere. You guys are getting a little boring, so
It's just MIA the whole time. Right.
man,
Let's
I was
move
trying
on
to
to
think of it.
BrewCon.
Let's move on to BrewCon. Yeah, what do you got? That was fun. We were I didn't see any of the sessions or anything like that because we were sort of, you know, representing our companies, that sort of thing. Boys are representing Beer30.
How'd you guys go as a, you know, with the booths and everything? Was it worth it?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I was representing Smart Sensory, and that was kind of the first time that we'd sort of taken it for a spin out in public. And we had some flavor standards there for people to try and all that sort of thing. And that was actually really well received, I think. So, you know, it's really interesting that the kind of people that sort of came up and had a chat to us about Smart Sensory were either had a sensory program that they'd built themselves, or there was you know, those that were curious about starting a sensory program, and those that just saw the flavor standards go, oh, can I buy flavor standards? Because that's what a sensory program is. And but after some good conversations and stuff like that, we had Bryony Liebig as well, who was giving us a hand there. And it was good. It was good. So, you know, there's a little bit of interest there, and we'll see what happens.
And how about you guys? You if you've already got 100 something breweries, you got bloody the whole market pretty much.
I think we have about 15% of the market, and I just looked it up. We had 9 breweries going into BrewCon last time. So by August 2019, we had 9 breweries, and so yeah, we're about 100 right now. But it was still really cool. I think it was awesome seeing current customers, because for the last 4 years, it's pretty much just been on Zoom, right? And so that was awesome seeing current customers, taking a lot of different selfies with them at the booth, at the awards night. Just
that was going to be my question. Next question, yeah.
And I had an awesome time. I mean, I had an absolutely amazing time. It was so cool seeing all these like really dear friends at this point. And the sessions were great. I got to attend about 4 of them, which was awesome. And the sustainability one was good.
What did you go to?
I went to one on sustainability, which was my favorite, actually. So it was Hamish Coates from Rocky Ridge.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
Phil Meddings from Bitani. It was
we should get Hamish on here, Hendo, and do that as a topic.
Yeah, Rocky Ridge.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
He speaks very well. I mean, he'd be a great podcast host. Like he told me he doesn't like doing it too much, but I'll tell you what, he does it well.
Yeah.
So and then the Joe White, Daniel Ballion from Joe White, Ash Truscott from Certified Sustainable, I believe. This first time I heard about this company, so very excited about them. But they're certifying each of the raw materials that are coming through for being single origin, and exactly the impact that they have on the environment. So cool stuff coming out of there. I caught the tail end of branding Australian beer, right? And what they're going to do to make a bigger impact in the market and be taken a bit more seriously, perhaps. I think there's some great ideas thrown around there. And then AI, an AI chat, and then a inclusion chat for building a company that's inclusive to all people. Good stuff.
Very good. And should we move on?
PK was just hanging out in the trade show, just taking fucking selfies. But
yeah, no. So how many selfies? How many selfies before we move on?
I'm gonna have to count it, but I'd say probably like
no.
That's
no.
Hang on. Can't count. He can't count the actual number of selfies, because have you seen how he deals with selfies on his phone?
Yes.
So what he does, right, is
he them as he goes.
Yeah, that's right. He takes like 20 fucking selfies for one like shot, and then he goes and curates them. So I think that any number that PK gives us is going to be a fucking lie.
Yeah, it'll
Well,
be the
you
finished
delete
product.
shitty photos. Like you have somebody that blinks. I have all these ones where Dan isn't even looking at the camera and that's fixing his hair. Like, you know, you gotta
Constantly looking at the fucking camera.
yeah. No, I can
Oh.
real quick.
What about using this as a poll and seeing who wins it, and then like put the selfie count up here or something when it happens?
It's a great question. Yeah, don't tell us. Yeah, okay. So
No,
get into the Facebook group. We'll put a post in there after the show. How many selfies did PK take at BrewCon 2023?
How many curated selfies? So
how many
not
curated selfies?
total pictures. It's final curated selfies.
Yep. Hang on. Let me
how
just.
many, like, after you edit that? Yeah, go from there.
I'm just going to take a bit of a screenshot there for the post. I'm going to post in the thingo now, and
all right, I got my
get
number.
some
Know
answers.
the answer.
Yeah,
got it
that's
already.
okay. That's okay.
That's how efficient he is with his phone. He knows it already.
Yeah,
Crazy.
you just hit the selfies button and then you just click on the photos and it counts it for you. Hashtag Apple. Go Apple.
It's the curation that gets me, though. It's just the dedication to curation. It's amazing.
Because I've also, so the thing is, right? I've been doing a photo a day project for 7 years on Instagram, and so I started that January.
I wouldn't know.
1st,
I wouldn't know. I don't.
Dan doesn't follow me on Instagram, as we learned, because I'm just not popular enough for the Dan Norris to follow Mr. PKA11. Stuff, shameless plug right there. But yeah, so because of that, what I end up doing is I make photo collages, and it's pretty fucking cool. Even when I was living in San Diego, I actually printed these out, and it would be like, you know, just giving them to friends, putting them on walls, things like that. It was pretty cool. So yeah, I stay on top of it because I actually really like having this photo day journal type thing happening, and it's pretty fucking awesome. So
Nice.
Hey,
Do you do
just a favor,
people
PK.
thing where you put them all on, like, your first 1,000 on one picture and sell it for $30 million as an NFT, or you didn't do that, did you?
I never got into the NFT game.
I'm just saying it's an opportunity.
Hey,
PK, give us a smile because I need a photo for the Facebook post. There we go. Perfect.
For what?
To go on the Facebook group. Yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea. Yes, yes.
But I'll tell you what, the PK doing his post a day, and the fact he's done this for so many years now is mind blowing to me, and I think it's such a powerful, positive thing, and it actually got me in quite a bit of trouble with an intern that we had a long time ago.
Oh, here we
go. Both me and Hendo are like, okay. All right, grabs a beer.
Same. I know where this is going, though. It's not bad. That's why I didn't cut him off. I was like, all right, it's not bad.
Yeah, well, I'm giving you props for it, man, because we were sitting down and we were talking to someone who was thinking about being an intern with us. We used to commit some time to
our first developers. Yeah, our first developers were interns that we got from a coding bootcamp. So it was me, Ryan, a couple of coding bootcamp interns that just, you know, when you're bootstrapping a company, sometimes you got to find the best available options at that point.
Well, we couldn't afford to pay ourselves or someone else at the time. So yeah. And so we sat down because this person had chosen us to be an intern, and he sat down because he got burnt out. And I was sitting down there trying to give him some positive advice about not getting burnt out because it's something I had been through and it was a horrible situation. And I told him, I go, you know, PK does this thing to stay present and positive in the moment. And he posts every single day on Instagram. And, you know, this might be a great way for you to check in on yourself. And he goes, Ryan, that's such a great idea. So he goes, how long have you been doing it? I go, damn it.
I like that guy. Told you out on your bullshit.
Well, no, but I'm being honest, and I'm looking out for. But so I started doing this, and about 6 days into it, my mom calls me. He goes, Ryan, are you okay? I see your post on Instagram, and that's not you. Yeah, Mom, I'm doing it for someone else. But
you know,
I couldn't.
You know, the funny thing about that is
so.
6 days into that, your mum also called me. Okay, that's four.
Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna sidestep that. Keep moving on.
All right.
Maybe we shouldn't have chose the eggnog stout. Maybe.
What else do we do? Indies. Let's talk about Indies results.
Talk about
Yeah.
the Indies.
Can I start?
Please do.
I am super, super proud of the Froth rookies, the TAFE graduates who got TAFE students, sorry, not graduates. None of the graduates bloody brewed the beers that went into it, but they deserve it just the same. The TAFE Queensland Froth Rookies Brewing Company won a gold medal for their session ale in reduced alcohol category.
Oh, nice.
And that's the first. So we entered 4 beers and we got 4 medals. So we got gold for the session ale, silver for the lager in keg, and bronze for the lager in can, and the Boom Shaka lager, which is like the American IPL. So yes, so needless to say, it was huge. So yeah, really happy
awesome,
about
man.
that. And it was amazing. So absolutely amazing. So super stoked. Brought a tear to my eye.
That's fucking cool. The I didn't. So what was it like last night? Because I only like 20 minutes before this I started looking at the results. But how was the event and everything?
Noisy. So basically, it's just like they had Foxy announcing all the gold medal beers and all that sort of thing. But his voice was, you got Brucon croak, and his voice gave out like right at the start, and then
so it was is it like
at the island.
Paint a picture for me.
Oh, it's it was in like a function center and that sort of thing, and people just and people were just standing there and all that sort of stuff. But man, you got a room full of brewers who'd been on the beers all day and all that sort of stuff, and so there was a bit of tension there to Will Tatchell to get everyone to STFU and so they could actually do
now I understand. Okay,
it's like at the AIBAs, like when they're trying to do the formalities and everyone's talking.
That actually became a thing. They had to pause a couple of times, even threatened to cut off the beers, and then it became a thing.
Wait, slow down. Say that again.
Yeah, they threatened to cut off the beers.
Yeah.
What?
Because they were just like we're either gonna like cut off the beers, we're gonna do this awards online, things like that if people don't shut up. And ultimately turned into like a countdown of like 1, 2, 3, and everybody yelling shut the fuck up. And so that became a thing wherever whenever it got noisy, anybody could call out like 1, 2, 3, and then everybody would just yell shut the fuck up. So good job on Curly of coming up with that and actually running up with it. It worked out really well. So props
That's
to her.
cool. Curly's awesome. She knows what's
that would be. Well, she was actually just supposed to be. She was supposed to be like just in the announce booth, right? But she ended up on stage, just to do all this stuff. So it was kind of a few things went wrong. But I think a lot of those things, right, is the PA systems are just not loud enough. And if the PA system was louder, then people would probably talk less,
Was it like the last one I went to was the Easy Times one? You literally couldn't hear a thing. Was it like that? But that was all streamed.
Yeah. Yeah,
same
exactly.
Sort of thing. Like everyone's just talking and you kind of hear something in the background. Oh, someone.
Yeah, exactly. So, but no, they got there in the end. It was pretty good. There was some amazing results there. The memorandum of results is up on the website, and there's some good ones. What were the notable ones there? Moffat Beach got.
Well, Dollar Bill won the fucking
again. Yeah,
again the best beer, champion beer.
Yeah, with what's it called, Gold Teeth, and
winning at the
that's really good to see. A lot of consistency there and stuff like that. Maddock got a trophy, a couple of trophies actually. They've got best Queensland brewery.
Champion Small Brewery.
Champion Small Brewery. That's right. Who was Queensland brewery? It was
I haven't pulled up here. Yeah, so Queensland was Moffat, New South Wales was Filter, which is pretty cool. Champion, medium was Moffat, small was Maddock, and then definitely some really cool results in the classes. Aether, Moffat, Dangerous Ales, Homeboy, Mazin, Hawkers, Merino, Two Bays, things like that.
Yeah, Mazin won best.
Really good.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be so good if Mazin goes to Vietnam this year because he'll just be fucking quiet because he'll have nothing to complain about.
He'll find something, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Have you guys done the calculations on how many gold medal winners were Beer30 customers, or is that, are you like too busy to do that kind of shit?
I figured you'd ask me that, so I'm literally doing that right now in terms of at least trophies. As we're
I'll buy some
talking.
time for you, PK. Dan, man,
Yeah,
it
you
was electric. It was,
Yeah.
the energy was awesome. It was so cool. Like, I mean, everyone was cheering each other on, and that, yeah, a little bit loud, but man, everyone was on edge and excited and really bought in. It was fun. I mean,
Yeah.
it
How
was
many
like, thank
how
God
many
we're back.
people did you talk to, Ryan? Like on a what's the over under on like 30?
Dan, you're asking the wrong question, my friend. How many people didn't I talk to?
Yeah.
Right? Look, I haven't seen a lot of these people for 4 years, man. Like, so like it
Yeah.
feels like a lot of best friends. I could get back around and see. And so I'm surprised my voice is still here. But no one will say I had a bad time there. That's for sure. So
The only reason I'm laughing when you say best friends is because all the Carlton supporters behind us were like, at the end of the footy, that they were coming up to us and like, well, actually, just coming up to you and just being like, okay, I'm going now. Goodbye. I give you a hug. Goodbye. I'm out. Thank you. That was awesome. And then you see him 10 minutes later. It's like, oh, you're still here. Okay, I'm going now. Goodbye. Like, and it happened like 3 or 4 times.
Dan, do you usually you know, does it offend you when people like someone other than you in your areas?
No. That's a good question. I'm very used to people not liking me. I'm totally fine with that. That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know. I like to make people smile, so I do my best.
You're good at it. Keep doing it. You're good at it. All right, now PK, the selfie count versus the customer count. How are we going?
So we got, out of the 29 trophies, 10 of them were through Beer30 customers. So that's a pretty good.
Wow, that's impressive.
35% Beer30 customers. Shout out, like I said, to just going on the list for at least these are trophies. We haven't done the math for the gold, silver, bronze yet, but Moffat, Maddock, Aether, huge shout out there to Dave and Annie and George as our very first Beer30 customers. Dangerous Ales, and then going down to Marino, as well, and then again Filter and Moffat. So pretty good times, yeah. Hitting about 35% of major trophies and champion trophies and state trophies are Beer30 customers.
Amazing.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
By the way, Dave would be a good guest.
What did you say?
What was that, Dan?
I said that's cool as shit.
Yeah. That's it's awesome to just see that number keep growing. So I'm pretty fucking stoked for next year and see what we can do in the next upcoming year with more customers and just keeping current customers happy and keep building stuff out for our friends and our customers.
And building cool shit. Yeah.
Mm.
And not focusing on
living
coffee.
the dream. Living the fucking dream, you guys. Look at you guys.
And not focusing on coffee.
Hey, oh wow, dude, jeez, chill out. Fucking hell.
Have you actually drunk coffee? Like, okay, so here's the thing, right? So Dan, you own a coffee shop now, and we've actually drunk coffee with PK and Ryan. And I don't know, would Ryan in particular get served at your coffee shop because he orders PK orders like a quadruple shot flat white.
Okay.
2 raw sugars.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Ryan has recently changed. So last time he was in Australia, he would get a coconut latte, but he's changed to almond milk latte now. And it was like a triple shot in a little tall glass. It's just fucking dark brown, right? And then as the almond milk cooled down, coagulated, so it looked like it had little chunks and shit.
Yeah, the milk now is legit though. The alternative milk stuff that we supply. Or there's a few oat milks, Alternative Milk Co. Their milks are good. The almond milk, the oat milk, really good. Milk Lab do some good milks. It's actually pretty sick. The milk now, like compared to cows, it's very close to as good, and it tastes better. I'm on board with the oat, even the really good almond. Totally on board.
Here's another survey. Here's another survey for people. Would you do a flight? Let's say that you went to Dan's shop. Would you do a flight of coconut milk, almond milk, oat milk, plain, whole milk, skim milk, whatever, and actually like see how that tastes, and would that be an offering that Dan ends up putting on his menu?
But that sounds like something you would do if you were making the milk, not if you'd roasted
Not
it.
doing the coffee. He owns a coffee shop.
You
go to a
do
cupping
different
session
coffees,
at a
like you have
coffee
different
shop.
blends of coffees. I was actually having this
And
conversation today because a guy reached out to us who's started up a roastery around the corner. Well, it's a bit further south, and he's apparently got his own farm in Colombia, like farming beans, and he brings his own beans over. And I was like, "Do you?" Because this business I purchased has been around for over 20 years. And I was like, "Do you guys do anything like a like a limited release blend type thing, or like a collab where you like someone else wants to do something with you, do like a limited thing to sell?" And they've never done anything like that before. It's not something that they do.
Yeah.
So
What's the name of your coffee shop again?
We'll come out eventually, Hendo. We'll fucking do.
Are you changing the name of it?
No, I'm not saying too much. I've just bought a business. There's employees there. It's been there for 20 years. I don't want to change too much. I don't want to mess too much. I'm getting my head around it all. So
okay.
Yeah, in good time. But it's interesting. There's a lot of overlap with beer, but there's a lot of things that beer does so second nature, like the collabs and the limited releases and all of that stuff, that it's not happening in other industries where it could happen. So there's stuff I could do. I don't know about the milk tasting, but there's things.
Yeah.
And by the way, congratulations.
Coffee roasting.
Congratulations on the two businesses. And your self-marketing stuff. Way to really ease yourself back in. I mean, take it nice and slow, take a little time off.
Well, if you want some advice, doing nothing is not fun. That's my free advice to anyone listening and you guys. Not fun.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's really nice. The thing I miss the most of not doing anything is just being useful to someone in a professional capacity. Like, you take it for granted because, and when I used to work for the government, I noticed that as well, because when you work for the government, you're not really needed. Like, you can turn up to work, not turn up, doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
But when you're in a business like yours, or yours, Hendo, same thing, a small business, a startup, all that. If you don't turn up, bad shit happens. And if you do turn up, you get positive reactions from people because they need you, because your position in that circle is necessary. And it's a nice feeling. And if you don't have that, it's fucking shit. Didn't think
that's
about
deep,
that.
actually. That's really
very true.
Very good.
All right. So should we get some questions or some more on the
Yeah. I can update on some of the counts here.
Okay.
We won't reveal PK's selfie count number, but I do have the some of the comments from the Facebook group here. So I did post up there, and so we've got Adam Sewell said 69 selfies. We've got Dave Lavin who said 73. Jacob Gordon said 450 because he was in some of them. Callum Sprott says needs to be.
I understand this is curated.
It's
I don't think
exactly.
Read the text out that you put in there, Hendo. I feel like
Callum Sprott said, well, they're just typing numbers, man. Callum Sprott, he said, need to obviously be a multiple 12, so he's going to say 144. Adam Shell, not that one, but the other one. He says, I was in about 6 of them, I reckon. Simple maths. 1 times PK times open brackets, 1 arm plus phone battery power percent close brackets divided by open brackets 72 hours multiplied by 3 big nights, double close brackets divided by 54 beers equals 216 selfies.
Dude, you should hire him. Fuck your interns. Get him on board as a coder.
112 from Luke Miller. Jenna Franklin says 99. Jilly Seedmark says 112. 112 seems to be the poll winner at the moment. So
can we hand over the responsibility for posting in the group to you from now on? Because I post every week and I get like 3 comments.
Top contributor badge.
How about you do it? How about you do it from now on? Okay.
Watch out, Hendo. This is going to really start pissing Dan off.
No, I want the interaction. This is great. Let's do it. How many people responded? Like, actually, what's the number?
8 or 10.
Because I know the number of people who responded to my post about questions we have to ask them on the podcast.
Yeah.
And it's 11. And it was like an hour and a half earlier.
Yeah. Must be
11's
sad.
a shit number.
It's very sad.
PK, you get a lot of interaction too, right?
Yeah.
Maybe have PK
Oh,
share that.
I get more interaction on the Boss and the Brewer than Dan does.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hell, I do too, man. My mom actually responds to those.
Oh, she responds to me as well. Oh, come on, Dick. Yeah, you brought it up. All right.
Yeah, so if we are counting, and obviously I'm not including the pre-events like the stuff at Karumba, the game, things like that. If we just go with the matching on Monday night, all the Tuesday, Wednesday, and then up until last night, there are 72 selfies, all unique on the phone. 72.
Someone gets 69? Someone gets 69.
Someone gets 69, someone gets 71, right?
Oh, 71.
69. Yeah, so
Wait.
72 is
Wow.
Hendo, did you
gets
say
71,
Price is Right
Hendo.
rules? Is it Price is Right rules or just close?
We could do Prices Right rules, yeah.
all
I like
unique
it.
photos. 72 unique
That's
photos.
amazing.
Fuck.
Who gets 71?
That's like
It's
that's
incredible.
more than one an hour.
Hendo,
Yeah, probably.
tell us who gets 71. We need to know who won this.
Oh, sorry. I'm just watching random cat videos on the
Oh
internet.
my God. Okay.
Here we go. Who said so Adam Sewell had 69. Dave Lavin had 73. And under Price is
said
Right rules.
Oh.
The Price is
Oh,
Right
Dave
rules, that's gonna be a
Dude.
Did you stipulate that in the beginning? That's the problem, man.
No,
Price is
no,
Right
no, I
bullshit.
didn't. No, I didn't. You were asking me to
It's closest to the
have
pin.
some
What do you
clarity.
call that?
Oh, you don't want to do Price is Right rules.
What is Price is Right rules?
Well, if you guess over, it's out. You're out.
Plus,
Oh,
that's
I
why you
see.
guess one. You always guess one, and
Oh,
You
I see.
always get one.
We didn't
Yeah.
So
specify.
basically, at
Can't
this point in
introduce rules
time,
after a competition.
so closest to the pin so far is Dave Lavin with 73. But but Adam Sewell, if we're playing Price is Right rules, it's Adam Sewell is 69.
But we're not, because we didn't say that. So you can't just make
No,
up.
we didn't say that. I probably should have specified that.
All right. So what
The
does
best
Dave
is-
get for winning this competition?
I'll tell him
I was
that
gonna
he's
say
got a
the
winner.
best is we're arguing about this like there's a prize.
Should we get?
Yeah, we've got
I
some-
went-
we've got
I
some
went to
Beer 30
Costco. I
merch.
went to our first. We just got our first Costco up the road. I went there the other night. They got $10 flanos, and I posted in the group. Buy me a flano.
Have you boys got any Beer 30 merch we can send them?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
absolutely.
We'll send Dave Lavin some Beer 30 merch.
When you say we,
At least
you're going to do this, right? Because I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
You going to do this?
at least one tank top. At least one.
Chop the sleeves off.
We're
Yeah, it's a cutoff, and it's cut off out here. Yeah.
It's a cutoff.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna be
On your Dave Lavin.
We're gonna be ordering some merch shortly, so we'll get that over to him.
Yeah, awesome.
Nice. All right. Are you
Guys-
guys ready for 12 questions?
Yeah, and send it.
All right. So the way
I
this
do
works
want you
is-
to know. Sorry to interrupt, man. I do want you to know I have a hot take on tartare sauce that I'll share at the end because I want people to listen to it other than you guys.
Let's do it. Right at the
Okay.
end. Or now?
All right. I mean, I didn't. You can do 12 questions. I didn't want to.
No, do it. Let's go.
I mean-
I'm enthusiastic about your tartare bullshit. Let's go.
And it occurred to me here as Hendo said tartare, and in the States we call it tartar sauce. I think this is an issue of branding. I think that in Australia, look, tartare sauce sounds fancy, and it's not really a fancy sauce, right? So to put it on a meat pie at a game sounds like you're trying to be, a little
You're better than everyone else.
highfalutin, right? So,
Mhm.
so I bet if we rebrand this to something that's more of a people sauce, like tartar sauce.
People sauce. What people?
Tartare
It's a sauce
sauce,
for
the
the people.
people's
It's-
sauce.
It's a sauce for the people. So
Oh,
I think
okay.
this is a branding issue with tartar sauce. Yeah.
I think it's more of an accent issue because the more you guys said Moffat Beach, I thought, okay, you actually don't know how to say Moffat because you're
And
American.
Crag Maiden.
Crag. Did I say Crag?
No, PK
Greg.
said. Yeah, there you go.
Greg.
Are you saying Greg? Greg Maiden.
Oh no, I was like, who the fuck is Greg?
Yeah.
Craig?
Greg
Greg?
Maiden.
Right. that accent, that's how it became PK, right? Because Hendo could not pronounce pulkit. He kept adding a silent R and it became pulcrit over and over again. I was like, all right, PK, just call me
PK.
PK, man.
What do you mean? He didn't invent PK, did he?
Did
No,
I?
so I
No.
go by PK. I went by PK in college at times. Like when you're going out, you're not gonna go to a party and be like, pulkit, Pulkit. I quickly got over it. I mean, I even have a PK ring. If you look at the ring that's here, it's PK.
So I kiss the
No, I
ring,
go
or what's happening right now?
Oh god damn it.
kiss the ring, the Dan Norris, kiss the ring. Yeah, so hot 12. What do we got? What's the 12 questions?
Okay, yes. Okay. So how does the segment work, Hendo? Can you introduce this? You tee it up for us?
Yeah, so they post in the Facebook group. So Dan puts together a post to encourage people to ask 12 questions. And if you're not in the Facebook group, you go to facebook.com/groups/Boston the Brewer and come and join the conversation. And then we answer the dumb questions.
All right. Question number 1. This comes from Paul Kit. Paul Kit K.
Fucking hell.
Okay, I'm not even going to attempt that last name. Right. The question is, where's Carlton?
Where's Carlton?
I can get this one.
Okay.
So no one really knows. It's actually Carlton's more of a state of mind than an actual physical place. So it's a mystery that science has still not figured out.
It's somewhere near the Sunshine Coast, though, right?
I'm not the scientist here, Dan. I mean, you tell me.
Oh, man. Should we explain?
Honestly, I'm more confused
question
than ever
number
where
2.
Carlton is. I will have to Google this, but I'm sure it's
Okay, Carlton is an inner city suburb in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, 3 kilometers north of the Melbourne CBD. There you go. Now we know where Carlton is. I answered my own question. Look at that.
I would, because time is of the essence. I don't want to waste people's time, but I would.
Yeah.
Hendo, how about you explain this, and I'll add a bit of color to the end because we're fucking professionals here. Okay, why is this question a thing?
What? Sorry, was this what?
Question: where's Carlton? What's happening here?
Well, I think it's a bit of a throwback to the Suns match when Ryan got lost.
Yes, and he kept asking people, didn't he? Like
where's Carlton?
Person behind
sitting in the middle of the Carlton section. Where's Carlton?
Because my dear friend is feeding me lies in my ear.
To ask the question, where the fuck is Carlton? But the thing I want to add was, you know, when you guys asked, do I have any trips coming up? And I was like, no, I don't like traveling. I actually do have a trip to Melbourne coming up next week. And I'm staying in Carlton. And I'm not making that up.
Oh, no.
I'm not making that up.
Mystery deepens, by the way. Mystery deepens. Who were you really rooting for, Dan? Yeah, why did we really have tickets in the Carlton section?
Yeah, exactly. But at least I'll be able to answer the question if we ever do this podcast again. I will be there. I'll find it. I'll let you know.
And when you fly in and then you get in front of the Carlton sign when you drive up there, you got to take a selfie in front of it or it doesn't count.
That's fair. I'll take a selfie. I'll delete all of them and then I'll just keep one.
Yeah.
Yep. Just a selfie.
That's the rules.
Touche.
Right.
Dan, you're on.
Question number 2 from Paul Kit K. Well, I'm not going to do the bit again. Again. Who is this guy?
He sounds like an inquisitive guy.
I didn't realize these were like real questions that people actually went through. I just thought it was just like dicking around and just asking.
No. You don't listen to the podcast? Gee, we barely ever fill the 12, so this is gold. Can you put tartare sauce on a meat pie?
You can do anything you like. I mean, you're a wise individual if you do. But I mean, you can conform to societal pressures and you know, not want to get too fancy. You be you.
I mean, I got a spinach and cheese pie because that was a veggie option there. I got a spinach and cheese pie, and the tartare sauce was actually pretty fucking good on it. So I liked it.
I think we need to see. The thing is that in Australia we don't have a Bill of Rights, like you guys do in America. So we don't have like the right to bear arms and the right to free speech and all that sort of shit. But I tell you what, if we changed our constitution to put one together, I reckon no tartare sauce on meat pies has definitely you got the right to fucking call motherfuckers out for putting tartare sauce on a meat pie.
Do you reckon what would
Totally.
the percentage be on that versus the Voice yes or no campaign? Do we want to get into that, or we're probably not gonna.
We don't really do politics here on this podcast.
We don't do politics.
But when tartare sauce and meat pies transcend, that there are political ramifications, I think.
Yeah, that's some fucking weird shit. But we'll move on. Americans are they're weird fun.
I'll tell you what.
It's just a fancy kind of mayonnaise tartare sauce, right? With pickles in it.
Oh my gosh, Hendo, come on!
All right,
you're more educated.
All right. Question number 3.
Tartar sauce, real quick. If you Google tartar sauce on meat pies, you get
Tartare.
all these recipes. We're Americanizing this because I tried tartare and I went to tartar. It's actually a thing called Louisiana fried meat pies with Cajun tartar sauce. Lots of recipes.
The amount of fucked up shit I've
That's
Googled
okay.
to make sure it's a thing, and
that,
it's definitely a thing because some weirdo has been agreeing.
That's right. You can do that shit in America. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
But you come to a footy game in Australia.
Yeah.
Our country, our rules.
Try to do that.
I need to try to get in the heads of the Carlton fans somehow. I mean,
yeah. All right. Question number 4. Luke Cooper. Your sponsor.
Yeah, what a legend.
Sponsored.
Yeah. Sponsor beer.
One of the 12. Are PK and Ryan on a work-sponsored international piss-up tour?
Good question.
Yes. Okay, well, that didn't answer it. Skip the question.
no. So piss off. That means to get drunk, right?
No, piss up.
Piss up.
Piss up.
Piss up.
Yeah,
So
piss up is
it's a piss up
drinking.
tour, not like.
Yeah.
So I thought you said piss off tour, and I was like,
no,
look, we had a great conversation.
Well, you know what piss off means, but piss up is basically where you get on the beers.
A junket. Is Americans call it a junket? Do they? Or...
Yeah, something like
Never
that.
heard of that.
A bender, like a bender.
Yeah, I've been good. I got home by 12:30 a.m. last night. It was great. I had Jack and Cokes throughout the entire night. Had a good time. I've been good.
Jack and Coke. That's a sponsored beverage, isn't it? Almost. Well,
Yeah. So actually, so many of the 12 were buying me JD and Cokes at BrewCon. It was fucking hilarious. Hey, except one who except somebody, because in the nightclub it was a bit loud and I can't remember who it was.
Nightclub.
And after the thing.
Everyone here, except for him, is too old to be going to nightclubs.
Well, it was the after party.
You're not wrong there.
Big shout out to Luke. Him and I had a conversation, and there is a challenge right now issued between Luke and I of who is the first person to like this podcast on YouTube each week. So I request the unfair advantage this week. So let me know when it's going live so I can beat him to it. But shout out, Luke.
Challenges. All right. Question number 5. Fuck me.
Go on then.
No, thank you.
Full kit.
Answer.
Can you just question? Can anyone guess what beer I'll be drinking tonight?
Well, we know we're here.
I think he thought it was people in the group were answering the questions and the.
Oh.
I wasn't joking.
Is that for Dan? Is that from you? Is that from?
No, that was from me. I wasn't joking there when I said I get more interactions on your group than you do because I was. I
thought these guys were nice. Fuck this, Hendo.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? Having 2 guests on the podcast. Let's not do this.
Yep.
Question number 6.
Okay. All right. Louis G.
Oh, sick.
Oh, question. Should we rename the pod for fuck's sake?
What is it?
Yeah.
What's it say?
That's a reference to the amount of people putting photos of your head in the group and you saying for fuck's sake. I think
fuck's sake. It was really, yeah, there was a lot of photos of the back of my skull. And they were
Love
like,
creeping.
there was like this competition going last night where they had to get themselves in the selfie as close as possible to my scalp. And so Bender from Big Shed won
You know,
because
I'm
he was
responsible
kissing
for this, right?
he was kissing my scalp. Yeah.
I'm responsible for this because someone put a photo of you and it was from like 3 people away. And then someone else
Yes.
put a photo from 1 person away. And I was like, okay, I'm giving a flano to whoever's the closest to your head.
Well, that'll be Bender for Big Shed. It's a flano.
Yeah, right.
So you gotta understand, man. But my scalp is the fucking place to be right now. Hey,
True.
since I had that
Big
red light
place though.
treatment,
There's
since I had that red light treatment, my dome is so smooth, it's phenomenal. So who wouldn't want to be near it?
That's
Kiss
true.
it.
So when they
Can't
took
argue
these
with any
creepy
of that.
photos of you, did they come up and show you the photo, or they just left it as is? And
No, the first time I see it's on the Facebook group.
brilliant. I love that.
Wait, where's the photo of Bender winning by kissing your scalp?
I was in a comment.
It was a comment. You gotta go deep.
Oh yeah, you gotta go real deep.
Yeah, yeah.
Did they do that before they won or after they won? So maybe we're starting a trend here.
Yeah.
Whoever kisses to a scalp will win it.
Oh, I see. So, like, if you win
Challenge for
an
next
award
year.
or something, you kiss his head. Is that what's happening?
Well, it's good luck if you do it before. That means you'll win.
Hmm.
So I think you'd get a better.
Kiss his head on the Zoom.
Oh, I found it. Nice. There we go. Ben Johnson.
Of
Yeah,
course he
Norris, I
found
went-
it. Of course he found it. Fucking digital natives Hendo on this podcast. All right.
Amazing,
Next
isn't it?
question. Tim Howard question: what is PK's favorite flannel color? What activity does he wear it for? Okay, I see. What's your favorite flannel color, and what activity do you use it for?
It's this dark blue with black stripes.
Have you got it
Flannel that I
handy
have.
or no?
I do not. No, I have photos of it online. I have selfies with it that I can
I'm
definitely
sure you
post in
do.
the group.
Yeah.
No, I don't have it, but I use that whenever it's cold outside, just walking around, just going for a walk outside. It's good times.
So it's your meditation flannel by the sounds of it.
Ah, yes, it's a meditation flannel.
So what are the colors?
It's like a bluish gray with like dark blue black stripes.
Interesting. Okay, we got a meditation flannel, Hendo. We've got to add that to the list.
All right. Okay.
That's a
What
good.
about
I haven't
you,
heard of that.
Ryan? You're more of it. I mean, look at your shirt. You've never worn a flannel in your life. Looking at that shirt.
This my one.
Who PK?
No, Ryan.
May I'm
Look
from
at your shirt, dude.
Indiana. I'm from Pennsylvania and Indiana. We wear flannels to keep warm. Yeah, man. Flannels are like the style when I was growing up. But I've graduated to Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah.
there you go.
Do you have a preference if you were to go back to your parts and dig it up? Would you choose a certain color of style of flannel for a certain job or?
No, I mean, I literally, my significant other has started throwing my flannels away because she thinks they make me look like a hick. So,
Wow, that's hardcore.
That
sounds like an abusive relationship.
A hick is a bogan, right?
Hick is a bogan.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Aussie
look like a
version of
bogan.
hick is a bogan.
But I got a soft spot in my heart. I love flannels. But man, I've had countless over the years. So I mean, flannel's flannel. You're less worried about the color as you are the feel. So.
Oh, the color's important.
The color's important. So
the colors are important because they're related to different jobs in the brewery.
Oh, see, I didn't know this. This is news. All right.
So
we've got like
how many party shirts versus flannels like currently at your disposal, not in Australia, but just generally in life.
Oh, I have 0 flannels in my closet now. I told you.
See, this
Wow.
is you pay,
To get rid of them.
that's what I said the other day. You're getting paid too much. You've gone way beyond your roots.
First of all, in Indiana we call it roots. So
You got to get back to
Shout
the
out to
roots.
Indiana.
Man. You got to get back to the roots.
hey, I try every time I go out, and then they keep disappearing from the closet.
All right. Andrew Lang, question. What's a solid recipe for an NZ Pills?
Oh, I can answer that question.
Go on.
What's the rough?
That.
Yeah, you say what's the rough recipe for an New Zealand Pills? No.
Solid recipe, yeah.
Oh, easy. So Boom Shakalaka, which won a bronze medal at the Indies last night, actually was done with American hops, but it's actually supposed to be done with New Zealand hops. So this is really easy. So it's 95% Wyman Pilsner malt, 5% Wyman Carahel, because Carahel it does wonders for hop flavor. And then so it's 100% Wyman, and quite pale. And your starting gravity is going to be around sort of like the 1056s or something like that, because you want it to be about 5.5%. Bittering addition is going to be a magnum charge of about 5 to 7 IBU. And then you're going to be putting about 6 to 8 grams per litre of Nelson Sauvin in a whirlpool at 83 degrees Celsius. And it makes that lovely burnt rubber car tire sulfur aroma. And then you knock it out. You want your wort pH to be about 5.2-ish. And then you're going to ferment it with Fermentus Saflager S189 yeast at initially 12 degrees for about 72 to 96 hours. Then you'll raise the tank temperature to 17 degrees Celsius for VDK rest. When you raise, you're going to raise the temperature after the 72 hours. When you raise the temperature, you dry hop it with another 8 grams a litre of Nelson Sauvin. And then when it passes VDK, you crush chill it and then carb it. And you're going to have this wonderful Nelson Sauvin gooseberry burnt rubber car tire, very, very delicious and smashable New Zealand Pilsner.
And that's
did I just pull that off my head? Out of my head.
We call that straight up off the top of the chrome dome.
Yes. Don't ferment it with 3470 because S189 does biotransformation, whereas 3470 doesn't. S189 is your friend.
Yeah, because I was about to ferment with the biotransfer 670. For fucking
that's it.
If you want to get, for those of you listening, Hendo didn't read that off anything. You could see his eyes darting around. Literally the Rain Man of beer recipes. I've decided.
Where were his eyes going when he was talking? It's just like
and you gotta watch the video. If you're like listening to this, just find this on YouTube at the 1 hour and 1 hour 23 minute mark, I think. Holy shit, just like the reaction that Dan, Ryan, and I have like halfway through this recipe of like degrees and days and just art. Amazing. Magical, man. Fucking amazing.
Cool. Someone
style of beer, of course I'm gonna memorize it.
Just in case Hendo is like full of shit, just made that shit up right now. Because I couldn't.
True. Oh, that would be so good if he did. And everyone in the comments are like, that was bullshit.
Hendo, that's the one good thing. Hendo would not actually fuck around when it comes to beer because he is the boss on the show, obviously. So, you know.
Correct. All right. No, that was good. All right. We done? We good? Let's wrap it up.
When someone does brew that, skip it to me. I'll send you beer back because I am a sucker for New Zealand hops and salt.
Yeah, man.
Right, you can swap it.
We'll do it after we do the Adam beer.
Yeah.
Dudes, all the best. You guys are crushing it. I'm really happy for you guys. I think you guys are fucking awesome. Thank you for coming on. You're the best.
I'll see you next week.
The rest of your trip.
Cheers, legends. We're excited to be in your presence.
I'll follow you on Instagram, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. Cheers, champions. See you next week.
Cheers, guys.